know why. But like, since yesterday I started dying there like almost every time. I used to die there every once in a while, but now it's like maybe like 80% of the time, and I can't figure out why. Might not just be about skill, because I don't know, I don't really feel as good as before. There we go. Bruh. Good enough. If I actually die there from 0, that will be quite tragic, but also probably get a lot of views. And also, I don't really care that much about views, so it would be pretty sad. Oh, you freaking kidding me? surprise. What? How the heck did that happen? Why does the mirror portal on that part not work anymore? Right now it does. What? What is going on? Wow, that was fast. Oh my gosh. How many that took me like 3 attempts to beat Cataclysm. I actually was it, I don't even know how many it was. It could have been 1 or 2. I think it was 3. What a pleasant surprise. Maybe 56 to 100. We shall see. gosh. Okay, 56 to 90. That might honestly be worth putting in the title. Because I have it in 3 runs now. gonna take a break for like 5 to 10 minutes. This level is kind of testing my patience because it's kind of boring to start with Decode every attempt. This reminds me of like commuting or just traveling, because if you want to go somewhere interesting, or somewhere you want to go, you gotta start at the same place every time. I like traveling, and I like traveling using the local train system. Except the nearest station is 10 miles away, and also the road that leads to it, especially the last like few miles, or last 2 miles, I guess, kind of suck for biking. The only good part about it is that they're pretty dead, but it's like not dead enough to where it's like it doesn't matter that it's a crappy road for biking. So it's just like, I don't even sing. Anyway, that 10-mile journey. It's not really that fun. And it kind of sucks. It doesn't really like suck, but it's like, bruh, that I have to do that every time I want to go somewhere that's like not in the middle of nowhere, which is where I live. I live in I mean, it's not like I'm not rural living, but like it's barely even suburban. It's like half suburban, half rural. If you want to go to the next city, you're gonna have to go through like at least 3 miles of fields and dirt and hills to get to the next city. And that includes going to the station, because the station, it's not even the next city over. It's 2 cities over, so that means that's double, like going through a bunch of nothing. Except, it's one of the rare cases where, it's one of the few situations where the 2 cities are like close, they're right next to each other. My city and the next city are right next to each other. But you can tell when you are in the next city. But the next city over, and then the city where the station is in, it's literally just dirt in between, like miles of dirt, random junk, and by junk I mean literal junk. There's like garbage on the road, I mean off the side of the road. Sometimes there's garbage on the road. Man, this level is so brain dead. I like don't even like the whole time I was talking. I don't even remember what, like actually playing the level. Probably shouldn't have started talking. I literally didn't even remember doing like any of TOTO V2. I guess that means I can talk, even though no one's watching. Talk about random crap. So yeah. Fields, biking through fields, and I mean, okay, where I live, it's bad for it's not good for biking, but it could be a lot worse. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So anyway, they only put like bike infrastructure. I guess it's up to you if you want to call it infrastructure. But there are bike lanes, like the painted bike lanes. I'll call that infrastructure because it's a lot better than nothing. I guess, no, there is infrastructure because like, so there's this one road, is it? No, it's a road. It's not a street, it's a road. There's this one road that is by my house. It's one of the roads I use to get to school. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So it does not have any bike lanes. However, it's pretty decent for biking because there's lots of space, and there's not like a lane marking because it's not a technicality. You can park on the side of the road. You can park on both sides of the road. It's a pretty wide road. And this road, however, people don't park on this road. Well, not the only times people park on this road is like when there's some kind of like baseball game going on or something, or some kind of event. So I don't really gotta deal with that all the time. There's usually plenty of space for me, and then the passing cars, which those cars, I've actually had some decent passes. I've seen some decent passes lately. But man, people do not know how to like pass a bike properly. I guess I'll go through the 3 don'ts right now. Number 1, I think this is I'll say this is the most important one. Stay at least 3 feet away. I don't think there have been some people who get extremely close, like terrifyingly close, like it's a jump scare. But I don't think they were doing it on purpose. I'm pretty sure they just like weren't paying attention, which it's still bad, but it's better. Anyway. Oh shoot. Anyway. Stay 3 feet away. Number 2, which is the most common one by far. We're not okay. It's not like you're passing a car, right? When you pass a car, when you're in a car and you want to pass a car that's in front of you, as long as you're legally allowed to, you go switch to the other lane. You speed up, and you pass the car. However, this is not what you do when you're passing a bike, because the bike is not in front of you. Usually, sometimes the bike is in front of you, in which case it probably have to. So you can pass them if it's like a long stretch of road. But like for my case, I have to go into traffic on my way to school because the bike lane turns into the right turn lane, and that's pretty annoying. But what's even more dumb about this is that it's not just the right lane that's for turning. It's the 2 right lanes. It's a 5 lane. It's 5 lanes on one side, and there's 2 right turn lanes. So if you're on the bike, you either gotta turn right, because it is illegal to go straight in the right turn lane on that road. You either turn right, which you probably don't want to turn right, because when you're turning right, that is a freeway ramp road, and those suck for biking. Those are like some of the worst roads for biking. I already forgot where I was. As like autopilot as playing this level is, it's not like completely. Every time I start focusing on the level, I die. It's not like completely autopilot. It still takes some brain power. But oh yeah. Anyway, so it's 2 right lanes. So you're either turning right, which you probably don't want to turn right because that road sucks, and there's a trail that goes parallel to it. Just use that instead. Or, well, I mean, this is assuming you don't break the law. Or you try to merge 2 lanes across traffic, and this is a busy intersection, so you probably can't, unless it's like the middle of the night or something. So you gotta merge like 2 lanes to the left decently before the intersection, but it's not that far. In that case, you don't gotta be like annoying and like try to pass them immediately as the bike is in front of you, because, and okay, say the bike is me, I'm literally going to be on the right literally after this intersection, so chill the heck out. Although no one's actually tried to, no, they have. I think one person has tried to pass me like while doing that. Anyway, the bike is not in front of you, usually. On this road, it's definitely not. Not the road I was just talking about, I'm talking about the road that's by my house, where there's a lot of space. The bike is not in front of you, the bike is to the side of you. So stop speeding up like 10 miles an hour past the speed limit to pass the bike. You just go, it's a 35-mile-an-hour street. Just keep going 30 miles an hour. and just pass them. Did I actually just... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a 35-mile-an-hour street. You don't need to go 40, 45 miles an hour to pass a bike. Because the bike is not going 35 miles an hour. The bike, and it's also... I'm not... Stop saying... Okay, I am not in front of you. There is literally... We are in... There's no lane marking, but we are in completely different lanes. So chill out. Stop going 10 miles. Stop going 45. No, 35. You're gonna like cause an accident. Except it's not an accident. It's kind of. I don't like that we start. Like we always call vehicle collisions accidents because a lot of things that you can do to cause a quote accident are not accidents. Not paying attention. Not an accident. Texting, it's kind of the same thing. Texting while driving. Not an accident. Buying a car / truck, usually truck, where you can't even see a 6-foot tall person in front of your vehicle. Not an accident. Call it a collision. It's not all accidents. Anyway. Yeah. Don't go pass the bike. Just like you're on a freeway, you know. If someone's in the other lane, you don't gotta speed up to pass them. Unless, I guess if it's like a semi-truck maybe. You just go. Like normal. They're just there. That's also why I try to just use my bike because, well, there's no bus. Well, there is a bus, but it's like 4 miles from my house. There is but I use it because I want more people use e-bike instead of car. Be much nicer. Well, there's environmental reasons, which is the main reason why I do it. But also, one thing that people don't think about a lot is safety. They see riding an e-bike in traffic and they're like, that's not safe. And technically, for me, yes, that is true. It is less, me riding my bike in traffic is less safe than if I were driving a car. However, it is much safer for everyone else. We don't gonna have an arms race of vehicles where we only prioritize ourselves. Stop being selfish. You're in a car. You're going like 35 miles an hour. You crash into someone. They'll either get like really hurt or die. You're on an e-bike going like 20 to 30 miles an hour. Crash into someone. They might get really hurt, but they'll probably just be regular hurt. So yeah, be much better. Because most of these people, they're single occupancy vehicle. Get on the bike. You don't need a personal 2,000-pound vehicle to transport you like a few miles to work. And then also, well, there's also the safety of like, you know, bikes. It has drivers be more aware of how to like pass them and deal with them and stuff. But also, it'll get the city / county to build some more infrastructure and stuff. So like, hey, people are riding e-bikes. We should probably help them out a little bit. Cause, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, whatever. Cause, oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, how to pass a bike. So, number 1, don't get too close. Number 2, don't speed. Go speed limit. Number 3, this is like a minor one, but still don't do it. Don't go into the other lane of traffic. Unless you absolutely have to. Unless you have to stay 3 feet away, which you usually don't. And by usually, I mean like 99% of the time. Like, I be on this road, going to school. The road I was talking about earlier, the one by my house. Some people, like, okay, it's better than being too close. But like, people be going way farther than they need to. Like, you're like in the other lane of traffic. You're gonna cause a collision. Stop. Just stay on your side of the traffic. Stay 3 feet away. And go the speed limit. Just, you're basically driving like normal. Like, you don't gotta freak out because there's someone on a, God forbid, there's someone not in a car on the street. Okay, that ended up being like a lot longer than I thought, but yeah, how to pass a bike while in a car. The 3 don'ts. Oh my gosh, why is my hand asleep? Wait, but I have actually seen some more people, especially on the final road to school, which is, it has bike lanes, but like I mentioned earlier, for reasons like how there's like 2 right turn lanes and then the freaking bike lane doesn't go anywhere. It's not a good road for biking. Unless a lot of people biked on it. Or, it doesn't have to be a lot, just could be some. But like, especially this was the case when I first started. I was the only one. Like, I never saw another bike in that intersection. And you know what I see now? Every once in a while. Maybe like once a week or once every other week, I'll see another e-bike. That makes me happy. There's especially a lot more now near where I live, like on that road by my house. But that road is like decent for biking, so that makes sense. It's proportional. This one, the road by school, not a good road for biking. But no, bikes. More bikes. And may not be true, I have no way of confirming it, but I like to think that they saw me and were like, you know, I'll try it out. It's obviously possible. This guy's doing it. It looks like he does it every day, because I do it basically every day. We'll try it out. It makes me happy. It makes my day. Small things in life. Kind of related to that. I'm trying to like watch/read more stories, and by watch and read, I mean anime and manga. I used to watch a lot of anime and read a lot of manga, but I kind of stopped doing it this summer. Because like I don't know. I kind of felt like I was forcing myself to watch and read, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop doing this and just take it naturally. And now I basically don't watch or read anymore, so I've been trying to have myself do it more because I have found value in escapism. Because I've been having a lot of stress lately about real world crap. There's a lot of real world crap to stress about, turns out. And yeah, that's definitely that was taking a toll on me. And so then I remembered, I was like, you know, at the times where I've been really stressed and there wasn't like an immediate like action, like, you know, when I was like working, when I worked like 70 hours in 1 week. That was stressful. That actually made sense though. But I realized like the times where I've been like abnormally stressed are also the times where I wasn't really involved / invested in any like fictitious stories. You know, through my life I read books, watched shows, watched anime, read manga, and all that crap. And so I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. And yeah, it definitely helps a lot. I don't know if that's necessarily isn't selfish. It's kind of selfish, but also I need some peace, please. So I started watching the anime. I started watching JoJo Part 4. It's like on my anime to watch list, and my watch list is in order, but I kind of stopped going in order, and then maybe I shouldn't have done that. But also something had to be done. I had my watch list in order, and I would just watch it. But then sometimes I would just completely not watch it. You know, like I was like, you know, I want to watch all these later shows. And I was like, if I want to watch the later shows, that's going to make me more motivated to watch the earlier shows. But no, if I didn't want to watch the earlier shows, I just kind of stopped. And it would take me like a month or two to like finish a 12 episode show. So that wasn't really working. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch 2 episodes. I'm going to watch, oh my gosh, this sounds kind of ridiculous now that I stopped doing it. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes a day. That's only like an hour. This was in my senior year of high school. I'm in my 2nd year of college right now, by the way. That sounds kind of crazy to say, but yes. Anyway, this is at like this was like right before I was gonna graduate, kind of like April-ish. And so yeah, then I would make it. I'd add it to my to-do list. I would already use my to-do list for like homework and crap. Why does that happen? I don't even know what to do about it. I have no idea what I was talking about before I had to lock in. The only thing I was thinking about was how there were these cool, like kind of cool socks I saw in Hermosa Beach one time, and they were like $20 for one pair, and they didn't even feel that comfortable or high quality. And what was I talking about? I don't think I was talking about biking. Oh, I was talking about... Oh yeah, so I had... Oh shoot, I bumped my microphone. I'm gonna turn on the light. There we go. Yeah, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch 2 episodes a day and schedule it on my to-do list because I was already using my to-do list for homework and stuff. And then I was like, oh, I'm also gonna have myself read 1 hour of manga every day. And I also had a manga cycle where I would just like read it. It was really complicated. I do not have the energy to explain how this entire system worked. But like my entertainment was extremely organized. And then okay, I didn't even get busy or anything. I just like stopped watching. Oh, I think because the anime I was on was like really, sometimes they were like really boring, and then I just have to push through them. But by the time I pushed through them, I had like 2 more shows. I was like a show or 2 behind. So like, uh-oh. And then that was not sustainable because there were a decent amount of shows where I was like, yeah, this is kind of boring, but I'll finish it because it's not like bad. It's just like I have no motive. Sometimes they weren't even. Sometimes they were like kind of good, but I just had absolutely no motivation to watch them. Like they just did not grab me. There was not enough Subway Surfers gameplay. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I was so behind. I was like 100 episodes behind earlier this year. And then also I would like not even read the manga. Oh, also yeah, I had that manga cycle, but then some of the manga was so long, and a lot of it, I was just like, I don't even want to read this anymore. Like, it's just not that good. So I just started dropping like so much manga. I dropped like 8 manga in like the span of a month or 2. And I'd only dropped like 2 things before that, ever. Like I dropped a few things, I was like, kept waiting for it to get good, but then it never did, like Berserk. Okay, I know that's probably controversial, but yeah, I read like 30 volumes of Berserk, and like, it's up to you if 30 volumes is valid to give like an accredited opinion. But man, Berserk is kind of lame. Like, it was not that good. I don't even think I can get into the details because, oh, that was stupid. I don't even think I can get into the details because it's a very graphic manga and I don't really want to get age restricted. But let's just say the author just like. No, it's not the. I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway, I didn't like it. It was. I didn't even think it. I do not understand. Maybe like 10% understand like why it's so beloved. Like why it's #1. Like how? I don't get it. How? It's. I mean, the art is like really detailed. That's kind of it. I don't really have much else good to say about it. What was another thing I dropped? Oh, I finished Vagabond. I'm glad I finished Vagabond. That was pretty good. Drop Kingdom. I only got like 150 chapters into that. It wasn't. I don't think it. I didn't dislike it. I honestly kind of dislike Berserk. I didn't dislike Kingdom. I just thought it was like, it wasn't my thing. I'm not into like historical settings. I'm not into war stories. Not into the art. The art was pretty decent. That's what I noticed with like the top manga chart on Mal and a bunch of other websites, is that the manga on there's a lot more manga with like good art but the story isn't that good than manga where the story is really good but the art is like kind of meh. Wait, how many stories have I read, like manga, where the story was really good but the art was just like whatever? I guess it was Hinamatsuri. No, the art of that is pretty decent. Well, I mean, the faces are like kind of off-putting, but it's decent. It's a no. I mean, people say the 3 Days of Happiness art is like not that great, which is my favorite manga. But I mean, it's not like. Okay, well, I don't think there really is like good, bad art. There's just what you like, and there's just what you like, there's what a lot of people like, and there's what you like, you dislike, and what a lot of people dislike. But yeah, a lot of people are not like big fans of the 3 Days of Happiness manga art. I actually like it. Oh, actually, I think character designs are honestly a lot more important than the art. There's also like, man, if your manga has like more than 10 text bubbles on average per page, I'm sorry, I'm not reading that. Please. It's too tense. It sounded like, oh, I don't want to read. I don't want to read. The text is so freaking small. I'm not. If this were a physical book, I can look closer. But I'm reading on my phone, and I do not want to zoom into every piece of text. Oh, like Sundame did that. Although, if Sundame had like a lot better, Sundame was a lot less dense when it came to text and text bubbles and panels, I still would not have liked it. That story gave me. I did not like how I felt when I read that. Also, I really didn't like the art. That was. I'm sorry. If you like it, then that's cool. But that was really not my thing. Anyway. Oh yeah. Also, sometimes this is a pretty rare case, but sometimes the text bubbles, they'll be pretty decently sized compared to the page. But the text is so freaking small. Like, Shimeji Simulation was the absolute worst for this. Like, oh my gosh. I think there's only one translation for it. And the text, dude, you need like a microscope to read the text on that. The text takes up like 5% of the whole speech bubble. Like, is that, even if that was how it was in the Japanese version, which I don't know if it is, I can't, dude. I want to read it. Let me read. Was I going somewhere with that, or was that on its own thing? Was that? Can't talk. I don't know if that was like a tangent or if I was making a point. Oh yeah. So I dropped the manga. I dropped a bunch of manga. And then I was like, you know what? Oh, and then actually, I still had the cycle going on. I would like read manga. I had it alphabetically. I'd read like 5 to 9 at a time. And then it used to be when I would get tired of one, I'd move on to the next. But then it moved, and then I'd only read like a few chapters. But then it moved on to like, I would read like at least a volume or 2, or even 3, before moving on to the next one. So each cycle would take like at least a month. And I did not like that. Because these books are borrowed from the library. And they gotta go back. Someone wants them. Anyway. I jumped. I hit my freaking head. Let me look back on that. Dang, this stream is really delayed. Yeah, oh my gosh, I hit the freaking slope. It's almost been 2 hours. After this attempt, I might play Saints Challenge for a bit. Well, that's kind of gross. I did not cover my sneeze at all because I'm trying to play Gomi Dash. Luckily it wasn't a wet sneeze. Oh my gosh, dude, one time I was like in school, I think I was in like 10th or 11th grade, and I sneezed. I don't think the teacher saw anything, but I sneezed and I pulled away my arm and there was like snot everywhere. Like, this was the most explosive sneeze. This was probably my high school's, like, I don't think anyone else in that school had ever sneezed that hard. That much. I don't, like, I was like, I was kind of embarrassed. I don't think anyone saw. But, like, I just had to, I had tissues, and it took a few tissues to, like, clean this up. Like, it was disgusting. Sorry, that was kind of a gross story. It was even more gross than me not covering my sneeze while playing this. I was like so distracted because I thought those like slope things are supposed to change, but they didn't. Oh wait, no. They did. What? I just looked back on the stream and they were changing. What the heck is wrong with me? I like they were not changing at all, like in my to my eyes. That's crazy. Wait, got 1,700 attempts and like 8 hours of playtime. All right, let's play this for a bit. I think I should just play from 0 at this point. Actually, let me practice this wave. Actually, no, I think I still got it. Okay. That might be the farthest I've gone from 0. I'm not gonna lie, this level is like not really that fun. It was when I first made it. Now it's kind of lost its charm. I'll put in 200 attempts though. Also, that percentage thing is like kind of annoying. I want to know how far I actually am. And it just says 100%. Let me. There we go. 6%. 18%. Oh wait, that's not the actual percent though. Still. Not really. It's more like 43. Hey, no clip is it gonna say? Like, I don't even know how to like. Oh, I guess I have this keyboard. Close enough. Oh wow. Alright. You know, talking actually helps a lot when playing from 0 with no viewers. Yeah, good stream. We got 56 to 90. Pretty good. Alright, see you guys later. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not.